On July 11th, in Deir al-Balah, Gaza, 9 children and 4 women were gunned down while waiting for nutritional supplements. They weren't rebels. They were hungry. This massacre is now at the heart of a major UK inquiry. How did a US consulting firm help design aid centers that became killing zones? The images from Gaza are burned into the global conscience. Mothers screaming beside lifeless children, food lines soaked in blood, and civilians dying with empty hands. But now, those images are reaching the halls of the British Parliament, and the UK is asking questions that demand global attention. A powerful committee in Westminster has launched a probe into the role of Boston Consulting Group, BCG, a US-based corporate giant, over its involvement in the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, GHF, an aid organization linked to the deaths of more than 700 Palestinians at food sites. Liam Byrne, chair of the Business and Trade Select Committee, has written directly to BCG's CEO demanding full disclosure. His letter doesn't mince words. He wants details. Who commissioned this work? When did it begin? What UK-linked institutions were involved? And why did a business consultancy help build a system where children are shot while waiting for flour? According to the Financial Times, BCG not only helped establish GHF, it created models for forcibly relocating Palestinians, data that eerily aligns with Israel's ongoing strategy in Rafah, where land is being cleared to build a so-called humanitarian city. Analysts have called it a concentration zone, not relief. Even more shocking, the Tony Blair Institute, headed by the former British Prime Minister, is reportedly part of calls and planning groups that used BCG's models for Gaza's post-war reconstruction. The language may sound diplomatic, but on the ground, it is translated into bloodshed, displacement, and death. This isn't accidental aid failure. This is corporate-engineered oppression, disguised as humanitarian relief. Despite GHF being disavowed by the United Nations and multiple NGOs, it continues to operate, and its 4 distribution hubs have become some of the deadliest spots in Gaza. UN data confirms that 634 people were killed near GHF sites. These weren't soldiers, they were children, elderly, and parents seeking food. Now, the UK Parliament is stepping in, not just to uncover BCG's actions, but to interrogate Britain's role in this architecture of cruelty. Why was no alarm raised sooner? Which UK-based NGOs or think tanks supported this plan? And most chilling, how long has Britain been quietly complicit? BCG has responded by firing 2 partners, blaming them for conducting unauthorized work on GHF. But firing scapegoats won't erase what's already been built, a system where hunger is managed, not relieved, and aid is turned into a military trap. The committee's demand for transparency is a critical moment, because for too long, Western governments and corporations have profited from policies that lead to mass civilian suffering, all under the mask of post-war planning or reconstruction. Make no mistake, what's happening in Gaza is not a humanitarian mission. It's a war by spreadsheets, with strategy consultants modeling lives like numbers. As one British analyst said, when bullets kill children at a food line designed by foreign firms, we are no longer bystanders. We are sponsors. The UK must go beyond letters, demand public accountability, demand a parliamentary debate, expose every hand that helped build GHF, because silence isn't neutrality, it's partnership in genocide.